Okay, today back with a couple of new in-ear monitors. Firstly, we have the new Cadenza 12. This is a flagship from Letshuoer. It's a 1DD and 11BA, consisting of both Sonian and Knowles balanced armatures. It's got 11 balanced armatures in total. I think about 7 handling the mids and 4 handling the treble. The Sonians handle the mids and the Knowles handle the treble. Yeah, it's a gorgeous shell. Pretty sure it's a titanium shell. And yeah, they're a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, but yeah, really beautiful iems. They've got a nice weight to them. They're very comfortable. Also have the new P50 by EPZ, which is another hybrid. Is a the P50 is a 5-driver consisting of 2 planars, 2 balanced armatures, and a dynamic driver. And it's also kind of an open back design, as you can kind of see on the back of the shell there. It's got a kind of an open back design, which gives it more of a kind of a spacious sound stage, and it's got great bass. It's got great mids and treble. A little bit elevated. Like, I wouldn't say it's neutral in any way, but it's really tuned very well. Anyway, I'll start with the Cadenza 12. I'd say the Cadenza 12 is probably as good of an IM that I've personally heard so far. I've recently heard the likes of the Camper CP 54E, the Pen on Voltage, and I'd say without a doubt that the Cadenza 12. This is a kind of a revision for 2024-2025 of the original Cadenza 12, and I'd say it's easily as good as an IM can be at its price range. It comes in around $2,000. It's got a excellent accessories package. It just comes like it's a true flagship. You get an amazing unboxing experience. I've personally never come across an IM with such a great package of accessories, and it really exudes that kind of a flagship experience in the unboxing. And it's got a really nice case. You open up the case, and your IMs and your case are inside, and it also comes with this aluminum plaque, which is CNC milled. You get it probably weighs about a kilo, this plaque, and you get that with the new Cadenza 12, as well as you get quite a few tips. You get three sets of tips, if you can see them in there. But yeah, you get 3 sets of tips with the Cadenza 12, as well as a really nice case, and a really great looking cable as well. And this is a kind of a nylon wrapped cable. Really nice. It's got modular terminations, which and a screw locking mechanism on the cable, as you can see. That just slides off. You pop it off, and you can change your terminations really nice cable. One of the better cables I've actually seen from Letshuoer. And well, when you talk about the sound, the balance and the tonality of the Cadenza 12 is as good as I've heard in any iems that I've personally tried. Like I said before, I've tried the likes of the Pin-on Voltage, Campus CP54E, as well as Sennheiser IE900, Unique Melody Mess Mark II. I've also got the reviews on them on my channel as well, if you want to go back and look at those. But yeah, the tonal balance, the sound stage, the imaging, like just everything about the Cadenza 12 is just polished to that certain degree of it just sounds like absolutely flawless. Like I cannot fault it at all in terms of how it's tuned, how it sounds. Sounds so natural. I've run it through every kind of genre that I listen to. Deathcore, other death metal, symphonic metal, dubstep, drum and bass, K-pop, R&B, you name it. Like I've run it through the gamut of all the genres I listen to, and it doesn't miss a step. It just sounds so nice on every kind of genre that you could possibly pick. It's just so smooth and so balanced. And I also ran it on quite a few different devices, like the Knob Sound little Bear B4X tube amp, along with the Celeste CD20. That's one of my new portable setups. It's a tube amp, little portable tube amp, as well as my usual XDuo XP2 balanced DAC, which Bluetooth amp DAC, which has a 4.4 balanced output as well. Can drive pretty much anything I have. I also have the new FIO BTR11. I ran everything on that just to test everything out a little, as well as the Letshuoer DTO3. Just for a bit of variety. I like to have a bit of variety with my sources as well. And of course, I listen to the title on all my sources, which you get pretty good quality with titles. So that's just my personal preference. Anyway, like I said, it's the Cadenza 12 is as good an iem that I've heard. Like tonal balance wise, separation, the imaging, just everything sounds perfect. Like I didn't have any want to EQ it like I do with a lot of iems. It to me it just sounded like just flawless. The balance in the sub bass to mids and treble, I just couldn't fault it. Like it's just so well tuned, and by far the best I've heard from Letshuoer. Like it's absolutely just a phenomenal iem. Anyway, we'll move on and talk about the EPZ P50. The P50 is another new hybrid out. This is the latest of EPZ's hybrids. It's single dynamic with 2 balanced armature and 2 microplanars. And yeah, like I said, mentioned before, it has an open back design. It's got a slightly elevated bass, as well as slightly elevated mids. and a nicely detailed treble. It's a little more of a energetic and engaging kind of an IM. I find it great for metal. I love this IM for all my metal playlists, as well as things like dubstep and drum and bass. It just gives a little bit more of a fun factor to it. The bass extension is excellent. Like, it's got great bass. Like, love the bass on the P50. The mids and treble are very well done too. I can't fault the mids and treble. The mids are slightly elevated, like the bass I said, but it gives it just a slight little bit more clarity. It's not fatiguing at all. It's just gives it a little more clarity in the upper mids and for vocals and instruments. And the treble's just slightly more neutral, but it is there and it is detailed. You do get great imaging from the P50 as well as a good, really nice soundstage. Sounds quite open. I think it might have something to do with that open back design. It has a really nice openness to it, and a great soundstage with very good depth. With that bass, it's got great sub bass, really rumbly and punchy. Like, yeah, if you like an IM with a little bit more energy and a little bit more mid-range forwardness, without being fatiguing, I think that'd be right in your alley. It's and I've been lately I've been kind of more moving away from a lot of the wideboard tips and moving back more into the mid-sized bore. This is the old stock tip that came with the old 7 Hertz Zero a couple of years ago. I've recently gone back to using these tips, as well as like the Spinfit CP100, and even the original Tangzu Sankai, the medium bore. I found that they give a more smooth and lush kind of a sound as opposed to the wideboard tips like and I've also been using the Venus velvet tips again, and I find they give it quite a smooth presentation as well. The reason I've been moving away more from the wide balls lately is they do give it a more open sound stage, but you lose a bit of that intimacy and a little bit of that lushness of the sound that you get from a well-tuned IM. I noticed it firstly on the Cadenza 12. I actually used the 7 Hertz tips on the Cadenza 12, and I was like, wow, like the vocals just sound so good with those tips. And so yeah, I'm moving more towards a more intimate, smoother, more lush kind of a sound, and those kind of tips like the 7 Hertz and the Divinus original Divinus velvet tips really help to give that kind of a presentation, which I'm starting to appreciate more, especially with such well-tuned IMs. And the P50 is no exception. It's got a really nice, slightly forward, but still very nice vocals. And the bass really helps to give a little bit of warmth to the sound as well. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of all I have to really say on the two. I've been really appreciative of both Letshuoer and EPZ for letting me review these IMs. They really get my tick of approval. I've enjoyed them immensely, and like the accessories package, the build quality is just top notch. Like I really love the the build quality of both. They're both very different. This isn't an all metal shell, but it is a very nice shell that you get with the P50 as well. You get a nice resin shell in with a nice aluminum backplate with that open design on the P50, and yeah, and like I said before, I think this is a full titanium shell on the Cadenza 12, and they're both just yeah, really nice iems and super comfortable. I really can't fault either of them at all. Um, they're probably going to appeal to different people. The Cadenza 12, I think, is more going to be enjoyed by someone that's after something that sounds very balanced tonally and presents very smooth. And the P50 is going to be for kind of someone who might want something a little bit more energetic and a little bit more engaging, a little bit more fun. Not that the Cadenza 12 isn't fun. I really enjoyed listening to that IM. It's just so smooth and like it really has just such a well balanced signature. But the P50, yeah, if you really want that little bit of extra fun factor and a little bit of extra engagement, the P50 is really nice, and just like you can listen to both for hours on end, very comfortable. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be back with some more reviews quite soon. I've maybe got a couple of new IMs coming in soon. I've also just got the Rose Seltzer Distant Mountain new little budget headphones. Anyone who's interested in that, maybe seeing those, maybe me doing a review of those, let me know. If you're interested in knowing what I thought of them, because I've quite enjoyed them. They're a fun little headphone to tinker with. And anyway, that's about all I've got to say for today. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. And I'll be back soon with some more reviews. Anyway, I'm out.